Nathan is a taxi driver. He's a kind, hardworking guy. But he doesn't have much money, so he doesn't own a taxi. Nathan is a driver for a big taxi company, and the company owns the taxis every day. Nathan gets to drive a different taxi each day. He's a very handsome man, and everyone thinks he is very good-looking. Sometimes women passengers in his taxi say, "What time do you finish work? We are having a party tonight. Would you like to come?" Nathan gets many invitations for dates from women, but he always says no. Why does he say no? Nathan says no because he is head over heels for Grace. He's never spoken to her, but he can't stop thinking about her. Her full name is Grace Vincent Stevens. Nathan knows her name because it is on the wall next to her picture. You see, Nathan is in love with a picture of Grace. Grace's picture is in the city art gallery every day. Nathan walks to the T-Taxi company, where he works from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Nathan always arrives at work at 5 a.m. He arrives early to clean his taxi. The company has a rule that after work, all taxi drivers have to clean the taxi they drove. Many drivers don't clean them, but Nathan doesn't like that. So he cleans the taxi before he starts work. When Nathan finishes work, he goes to the art gallery. He likes art, but especially he likes the painting of Grace Vincent Stevens. He stands in front of the painting and looks at it for a long time. Nathan has known everything about the painting for a long time. He bought a catalog from the art gallery, which has a small photograph of the picture in it. He keeps the catalog next to his bed. The woman in the picture is very beautiful and young. She is wearing a white satin dress and has beautiful jewelry, diamonds and emeralds. She is looking out of the picture. Nathan thinks she is looking at him. He dreams that she is still alive. He dreams that she is his girlfriend. It is very sad. Oh, it's so sad. Grace Vincent Stevens died in 1927, and Nathan knows it's crazy. He never tells anyone about his secret love, but he knows he'll never love another woman. Sometimes, if he's alone in the art gallery, he talks to Grace. He thinks that sometimes she answers him. One morning, Nathan arrives at work as usual at 5 a.m. "Good morning," he says to the man in the taxi office. "Which car will I drive today?" "Good morning." Nathan answers the man in the office, "Number 505 for you today." "I'm sorry, Eddie drove it last night. It's a little dirty, but that's okay. I have time, so I will clean it." Nathan cleans the outside of the taxi first, then he starts to clean the inside. Eddie was eating in the taxi last night. He was on the floor next to the driver's seat. There are empty cans and an empty pizza box, but the back of the taxi is not so dirty. But Nathan cleans that too. Then he sees something shiny on the floor next to the back seat. He picks it up. It is an earring. Nathan looks at it. He thinks, "I know this earring. I have seen this earring before. Maybe I saw a passenger wearing it." The taxi company has a rule. If a driver finds anything in the taxi, he has to give it to the man in the office. But Nathan doesn't want to give the earring to the man in the office. Nathan wants to think about it for a while. He puts the earring in his pocket when he finishes work. He takes the taxi back to the company. Then he takes a bus to his apartment. He makes a sandwich and a cup of coffee. He sits down at the table in his small kitchen. He takes the earring from his pocket and looks at it. "Where have I seen this earring?" he thinks. He holds the earring in his hand. He thinks for a long time. Then he remembers. He runs to his bedroom. He takes the catalog from the art gallery and looks at the photograph of the picture of Grace Vincent Stevens. He looks at Grace's earrings and smiles. Yes, that's it. The earring in his hand is the same one. Nathan goes back to the kitchen and thinks, "This earring has emeralds and diamonds. If they are real, this earring is very valuable. I should give it to the man in the office, but I don't want to. I want to find the owner and give it back to them." Nathan eats his sandwich and drinks the coffee. He takes a shower, puts the earring in his pocket, and goes downstairs. He takes a bus back to the TCH taxi company. He talks to the man in the office. I'd like to speak to Eddie. When will he finish his work today? He'll be here at about midnight, the man answers. Nathan goes to the art gallery. He looks at the painting of Grace Vincent Stevens. He still loves her. Nathan is really scared. He wants to take the earring out of his pocket, but he's worried that someone will see him. Maybe the earring is made from diamonds and emeralds. Nathan could be in big trouble when the gallery closes. He goes to a park and sits on a bench. He thinks about the beautiful picture and the earring. Then he falls asleep. When he wakes up, it's very late. He looks at his mobile phone and sees that it's 11:40 p.m. He runs to the taxi company and waits for Eddie. Eddie drives his taxi into the garage at 11:55 p.m. He's tired, but Nathan wants to talk to him. Last night, did you have a woman passenger? Of course, I had many passengers, some of them women. Tell me about them. I don't know. I can't remember. Please, Eddie, think. I picked up 2 women and took them to I remember now. I picked up an old man and a woman at the metro station on Rue Virgo. They wanted to go to an apartment building near the university. All the other passengers were men. I think there was one more, but I'm not sure. I took a young woman to a hotel. She seemed upset. That was my last job last night. Which hotel, Eddie? I don't remember. Go away. I'm too tired. I want to go home. Ed walks out of the garage. Nathan thinks, what should I do? Oh, I do. He remembers that every time a taxi driver picks up a new passenger, they have to call the office. The taxi company keeps a record of every job on the computer in the office. Nathan runs to the office. The nighttime office manager is a woman named Sonia. Sonia says, Nathan, last night, Eddie took a woman to a hotel. Which hotel was it? Why do you want to know? Asks Sonia. What should I say? Thinks Nathan. He can't tell Sonia about the earrings. If he tells Sonia, Nathan thinks for a moment. He could tell her why he kept it, but he'd rather not. He'd rather just give it to her. He knows the rule after all. Nathan might lose his job. He thinks hard, but he has no idea what to do. Then there is a loud noise in the garage. A taxi has hit a taxi going out. Sonia runs out. Nathan can hear her shouting at the drivers. Quickly, Nathan goes to the computer. He must hurry. Sonia will come back soon. He finds Eddie's last job from last night. Nathan goes out of the office. It is too late to go to the hotel now. But tomorrow is Wednesday. Nathan will go to the hotel tomorrow morning. Nathan goes to the hotel now, but tomorrow is Wednesday. Nathan doesn't work on Wednesdays, so he'll go to the hotel tomorrow morning. He's standing outside the hotel, which is a small and cheap hotel for young people with no money. He thinks only poor people stay in this hotel, so this earring is made of glass and plastic. But he wants to see the owner of the earring. Nathan waits for hours, watching the people walking into the hotel and out of the hotel. Nathan doesn't know the owner of the earring. He doesn't know her name or her face, but he's sure he'll find her. It's 2 a.m. Nathan is tired and hungry. He's seen many people, but who is the owner of the earring? He still doesn't know. He's so silly. What can he do? He'll go to the gallery and ask Grace Vincent. She'll help him. Nathan goes to the gallery. The gallery. When he arrives at the gallery, Nathan feels a little angry. Someone is standing in front of the picture of Grace Vincent Stevens. He can't talk to her, but he has to wait. Nathan walks across the room until he is near the picture. There's a woman standing in front of the picture. She's young and pretty. She's crying. She doesn't hear Nathan. Then Nathan gets a surprise. The young woman is talking to the picture. Oh, great-grandmother, she says. I'm Barbara. I came here from my home. I come from a very small town near Tupa. I worked in a local shop, but I really wanted to live in the city. My father wanted me to stay at home, though, and I didn't have a mother. My grandmother was very kind and told my father to let me go to the city. I saved my money for 2 years and finally had enough to come here. My grandmother told me about you and said I should come and see your picture. She gave me her earrings and said they would bring me good luck. I'll bring you good luck. They are my mother's earrings. Long ago, our family was rich and powerful, but now our family has nothing. We only have the earrings. Last week, I got a job in the city. It was an office job. I started looking for an apartment, but I did a terrible thing. A man at the office asked me to go on a date with him. I said yes. I wore the earrings because I wanted to look beautiful, but the man from the office is not. He was a nice man. He didn't take me to a restaurant. He took me to a park. I was scared and I ran away. I got a taxi when I got to my hotel. I looked in the mirror. I was very shocked. I only had one earring. I can't go back to that office. I can't go home. I don't know what to do. I am so sorry. Nathan waits. He is sure the picture will talk to Barbara. He looks at the picture, but the eyes. In the picture, the eyes aren't looking at Barbara. They're looking at him. What does this mean? Nathan asks himself. Grace Vincent wants me to do something. But what? Nathan suddenly shouts. Grace Vincent, tell me what I should do. The young woman turns around. Who are you? She asks. I'm Nathan. I drive a taxi. I have something for you. Nathan puts his hand in his pocket and takes out the earring. Is this yours? He asks. Oh, thank you so much, she says, taking the earring and looking at it for a long time. Yes, it is. This is a miracle. Where did you find it? How did you find me? I like this painting, Nathan says. When I found the earring, I thought it looked just like the one in the painting. I came to check. Oh, Nathan, she says, laughing. You shouldn't say more. If he tells Barbara the whole story, Oh, he'll think I'm crazy. But she is so pretty. She's more beautiful than Grace Vincent. Would you like to come and have a coffee with me? Oh yes, I would love that. But first I have to do something. As Barbara turns back to the painting, she doesn't see him, but he waves his hand to Grace Vincent goodbye. Nathan is sure that the woman in the painting smiles and waves goodbye back to him. The voiceover in this video is given by English Learning Hub. Please note that copying or re-uploading is totally forbidden. We kindly ask that you refrain from doing so. Further action will be taken as soon as we notice, without any kind of pre-notice. Thank you for your understanding.